the reason why this tournament is so important to me is because I've worked very hard teaching myself how to fish growing up.
Morning.
Morning. Morning, Paul. Good night's sleep.
Yeah, something like that.
Day one of the TBN at Lake Palestine. It is about 4:30 in the morning, and we got to head out to the boat ramp. Got the coffee started, got the gear ready, time to smash. So today, yesterday we kind of covered the north end of the lake. That's where I feel the most confident in, but today we're kind of going to get together a plan B, or more of a plan C, because I have a plan B already. And then just trying to figure out how to catch them while the sun's out and like they're not feeding. We need to figure out how to generate some bites when it sucks. So, because if we can do that, then we are going to be 10 times more efficient than the other guys. Because most of the time we haven't been really getting bit after 11 o'clock, and 11 to 3 is a really tough window to not get any fish. So
Here it is.
it puts a lot of pressure on the morning bite, and you definitely strip in the morning. Not being in the right area, so but we'll see how it goes. We might have to pivot, maybe hit some offshore stuff, maybe.
How's your day going today?
It's going phenomenal. I mean, everywhere I go, there's carp. No doubt. So,
Yeah, those carp pissing you off?
oh yeah, the carp being a pain in the butt.
Honker frog.
Like, if you're gonna catch 1 5-pounder, there could be more with them.
Yeah.
Like, at least not on a frog bite.
I want to see how hard I can slack on the first one. Slack on the first one.
Dude, I'm pulsating the big one.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
Right, dangerous.
I was
Word. Give him the word.
So like today was pretty tough for me. I tried to stay out of my areas that I knew that had fish in them. So kind of just went exploring. I've been exploring, heck, the past month out here, and tried some topwater this morning. Started in a creek that I caught some in yesterday, and it wasn't the best. So kind of ran out of there and started just fishing some random stuff. Didn't ever really get bit very well, and we went to lunch. I talked with him, and he kind of told me how he was catching them, and kind of fed off each other there. And went to the areas he was in. Started something a little different. Started throwing a fluke around under docks and just down the bank, and started getting bit pretty good. So hopefully that pans out. Just kind of another technique I get to use in the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, we went up to about mid-lake. We were looking for a shad spawn this morning. Turned out wasn't really happening, so we kind of ran another bank of birds on it. Wasn't happening there, so quickly just kind of flipped gears and went frogging for a little while. And I'd known they were there, and so we just kind of checked them and caught a couple small ones, just making sure they were still there and still a reliable spot to be on. And so after that, we went to go check some other stuff. There's a bunch of carp pushing around, kind of messing up our areas. So then I took a whole 180 and went up into Saline Bay and caught a 5-pounder, and then shook off another really big one. So that was a super pivotal moment in practice, at least for me. We have been looking for quality all week, and it really hasn't been there. And so being able to see where that quality is and have a glimpse at maybe Saline Bay might pay off was super beneficial today, and allowed me to dial in and feel confidence in where I'm going to go on tournament day. And so so that's pretty much where we ended. We went and twitched around a fluke like he was saying later on in the day, but the frog bite's definitely still there. That's probably the most prominent pattern. I feel like it's definitely going to take a huge bag. I foresee it being around 20 to 22, maybe 25, depending on the weather that we get. Yeah. What are your thoughts on weather and weights?
Yeah, kind of talking about the weather. We're supposed to get yesterday was what, Wednesday? Yesterday was Wednesday. We had a big storm. Blew in. They forecasted about an inch and a half of rain. Ended up being
Like 4 or 5
like 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
Lake's come up about a foot in a day, and it's only going to continue to get higher. And lo and behold, we have another storm coming in tomorrow, which will be Friday, day before the tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll even get a full day of practice tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess and say the lake's going to come up probably another foot. So we'll be fishing a lake that's going to be probably around 2 foot above pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to say that'd be great for our shallow bite because we're trying to stay shallow all day, but I think it's kind of spreading the fish out, which kind of sucks. You get that area, like areas I had a couple weeks ago that would have a fish every about 10 yards. You get a blow up on a frog, or you'd be throwing a swim jig and you get a bite. But now I'll go down those banks, and we're a couple of days out from the tournament, and you're only getting a bite every 60, 70 yards, and it's not helpful. But I mean, at the same time, I think this cold water that's getting put in the lake by this rain, it's bringing a couple more fish up. So hopefully we can kind of key in on some areas and work it out. But with it being the weights, I'm thinking about 23, 24 will win it.
Mm-hmm.
To have a fair shot at it, you definitely need above 20 on this lake.
Yeah.
Usually about 27 wins it on this lake. I don't think it's fishing the best. So we're just gonna go out there and kind of have fun and fish and put our heads down and go to work.
Yeah. No, we got a lot of work ahead of us. A lot right on the line. A lot of money, a lot of points, a lot of opportunities that we've been given that don't come around very often. So it's going to be really important that we lock in and really take advantage of the opportunity that we've been given. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll catch up with you all in day 3 recap.
ate it right there.
So we're sitting in the middle of a little canal right here. And when I idled in, I wanted to go frog the back, but there's carp everywhere. When I idled in, I saw, had my side scan on, I'm sitting on a set of bluegill beds right here, dead in the middle. If you want to come up and show them. Look on scope, so all these little dark spots right here, there's all bluegill beds, and there's little bright spots in it, those are fish, whether they're, these look small, look like there's bluegill, but every now and then you'll get a bass that'll go through them. See if we can get bit real quick. He's not done. That's a keeper. He added to it.
I like fishing on a smaller boat. You can get around small corners and maneuver really like shallower water and stuff. So like, it has
Starting off this morning, we started on a shad spawn, just kind of making sure that wasn't going to factor into the tournament. Past couple weeks, shad spawn's been really good, really killer on the lake. Kind of pull up to it, you can tell right away it's going to be good. Well, pulled up to a point, shad were going, there was just no fish pushing them, so I mean, we fished it probably about 30 minutes, didn't get a bite, didn't catch a bass off of it. So I don't think that'll factor in tomorrow. After that, kind of ran around just looking for brim beds. I've been hearing some guys are catching them on brim beds within the team, and heck, that didn't really factor out either. So fished those, started running some small cuts, got on a little pattern of finding brim beds, but never really caught anything off of them. And I mean, the perch were on them, just the bass were not pushing them. So after that, we started just running some water that we knew had fish kind of in the general area, and picked up a frog and went to work. And I mean, pulled into the area, stretched, had some cypress trees on it, some flooded vegetation, and started getting some bites on a frog. I think we had 7-8 blow-ups in 30 minutes, and kind of keyed in on an area I think I'm probably going to start in tomorrow.
All right, well, tournament. How are you feeling about it?
Ooh, tournament. Lot on the line this tournament for me. Partner's got a broken leg, so I'm fishing it solo. Obviously, he was a huge help all season. So, kind of stressed out, but trying to settle in and kind of just go to work. I think we're just gonna go fishing tomorrow.
So the past couple months, or past month even, we've me and the team have really kind of worked together this year, and kind of work together so that we can do good as a team instead of individually. I think that's allowed us to cover all areas of the lake, go where people don't usually go, try new ideas. And every fisherman grows up differently, and so it's important to listen to other people's ideas and how they grew up fishing, and maybe they have a special technique that you don't know, and that allows each one of us to kind of just build our skill set and how we bass fish. I think that's one of the awesome things about our Texas A&M fishing team, is that we we work together, and we enjoy our company, and we stay together, and we just like bond over bass fishing, and that just makes us like an awesome like fit together team that, you know, just overall betters the good of everyone as a whole.
What does this tournament mean to you?
What does this tournament mean to me? I think the reason why this tournament is so important to me is because I've worked very hard teaching myself how to fish growing up. No one's kind of put this passion on me. It's been a self-driven thing, and so for me to be able to go out and accomplish something that I've worked really hard at, and being at the top of your sport as a freshman, I think just really like it makes you feel like you're really doing something good with your career and making good decisions. And honestly, I wouldn't be here without the Lord's guidance and how He's blessed me with this awesome opportunity. So it's not my glory that I'm going to gain from it; it's God's glory. And so, but really, that's the ultimate goal is just to, you know, show the people and the people that watch A&M fishing that like anyone can do it, and that if you have to really dedicate your time and what you want to do as your career, and you just got to chase after it, and you got to let the cards play where they play. You can't control how fish bite sometimes, but you can adjust to what clues they're keying in on. And honestly, fishing is just a sport of like endless endeavors of curveballs with weather, with current, high waters. It's never a perfect day, and so for you to accomplish that and put all the pieces together, it makes you feel like you really have accomplished something awesome.
How's Celine been treating you?
Celine Bay, me and Celine Bay are like this. I mean, I'm really confident in what I've seen back there. I've heard of a couple other guys that they're doing good back there, and so just bouncing off those guys and how they're catching them, and then also seeing just like the quality that might be able to catch 20, 25 pounds back there, and that really would solidify the deal. So going into tomorrow, I think we're just gonna have to. It's a bit of a gamble because we're not shooting for a limit. We're shooting for big fish, and if we're gonna win Angler of the Year, it's gonna take the 4 and 5 pounders that are in there. So I'm really excited to see if the plan will fit together. Like the past tournaments, Toledo Bend, Lake of the Pines, they've kind of just ended up. You'll see the glimpses, and then they put together in the tournament. So I'm really excited just to see if this will finish off the year and just be the final puzzle piece to the Angler of the Year trophy. So.
If you can call what we got last night's sleep, Lord, got a few hours. Bird lines fighting like hell to try to keep my eyes wide open. Always running from, running to, running late, or running out of. It's the return that keeps us going. Been gone way too long. Can't count all the roads we've been down. Try to keep it clean, ditch till the dollar pub music.
Boom! There you go! Yes, sir! That's one,
way
baby.
Too long.
4 to go. One
Can't
down.
count all the roads we've been down. Oh, we're a strong stroke. Oh, we're a strong stroke.
He's got foul hooked. He's foul hooked. He's foul hooked. He's foul hooked. He's down. Watch out, he's got it sideways. I don't know how I got this fish. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Watch out, watch out, watch out. About 3 and 7:08. We ain't even been fishing for an hour. Frog bites are few and far between, but the ones that bite it look like that.
We might win this tournament.
Look at that. That fish, dude.
What is that?
It's a GG, it's a live well treatment for the fish. When you're getting like you're in rough water, or you have like really hot day out, or even if the fish is kind of iffy, just give them some of this. I know the day's kind of hot out here and it's really rough water out there, and it kind of relieves that stress from them. So don't want to lose any of these fish. Trying to keep them alive and putting them back, and hopefully they grow and we can catch them bigger next time.
Take you to his mansion in the sky. Alright, 7.43 on the big bass drum. Alright, 18.19. Alright, you had a good day. 29.51 pounds today.
Alright, howdy y'all, I'm Dylan Kelly.
I'm Carson Hoots.
Okay, Dornberg.
And today our team, we weighed 21.56 on 5 fish. We primarily caught them on a frog and on a swim jig.
Today I weighed 4 fish for 18.19. I had 3 on a frog and 1 on a swim.
Yeah, that secures Angler of the Year for us and the 1 and 2 spots for the national championship. We're super excited.